Mark, it is an absolute privilege to have you here in the GMS studio. I had the privilege of coaching you. A little over a year ago, we started that journey together, and I have watched you absolutely flourish as a young entrepreneur. Not only as a young entrepreneur, but as an entrepreneur, just period. And you are absolutely one of the finest students I've ever had the opportunity to mentor. I'd just like you just to share with our audience a little bit about the entrepreneurial steps that you have taken to get to where you are today, where under 30 years old, you are already achieving multiple six-figure income from the comfort of your home.
Well, you suggested I do an action step. And I remember saying, well, this is how I'm doing it. And you said, very matter of fact, Mark, that's fine. That's a way for six-figure earners to do it. This is seven-figure training, so take it or leave it.
Tell me a little bit about that competitive spirit you have and how you bring that into free enterprise and why that's important to have some of that competitiveness in our game.
Well, you know, one of my top producers was a PGA golf pro. There's something about athletes and success, and I think, and we've talked a little bit about it, it's the kinesthetic. It's like a wiring. You've been down by 1 point with 1.3 seconds left. You're at the free throw line. The game's it is in your hands, literally. There's the ball in your hands. You shoot it and make it. Something all holistically occurs. I know how to come back when I'm down.
Now here's something that's very unique about you that anyone that watches this is one of the number one reasons they should mentor with you or join your team or whatever it is you're doing. They should be in some kind of alignment with you because you are really starting to master flow. That's what I see in you. Your speed would be cruise. Now I'm a little faster, but you got this cruise speed, and you're a great dad. You're a husband. You got to move back to your roots. You're living your dream. You're living back in North Dakota. But what's important that people understand about you is you really know how to market, and that is a key component. I got to have dinner with you last night. It was like the coach getting coaching by one of his coachees. No, don't receive.
Okay, I'm receiving.
Receive.
I will receive. Thank you, Jeff.
Now, I really got some good insight just listening to you, and anyone watching this deserves to understand what you understand about taking internet marketing to the next level of creating more ease in their business. Could you touch on that just a little?
Here's the touch on it, and I've shared this with a couple of my teammates. When I first started, I bought a big list of leads. It was Torture Town. You know, I'm hammering that phone.
Is that a lead company?
TortureTown.com. Order the leads. It was misery. I mean, it was literally a misery type situation. But I'd make money. You know, I started making money, and I'd be an hour on the phone, or sometimes 2 hours by the time the check was in my bank, right? And that 2 hours, I realized, was them getting to know me. And the more people we had rapport and collaboration, they say, yeah, let's do this. Let's make it happen. So with video, with YouTube, with these kind of things, what I started doing is saying, you know, I'm going to let the getting to know me stuff on the front end before I talk to anybody. They can see me, they can see my family, they can see my business, my product in action. And then my phone number is not till after they see all that. So what happens now is people will call me with credit card in hand or order without me talking to them.
The American dream.
Yeah, and here's the funny part. They know me better now than they did spending an hour on the phone with me. Because they didn't get to meet my kids. They didn't get to see my kid riding his bike like they do with the video now. They didn't get to see my wife and I singing a song with the kids, or me at the resort demonstrating my product, getting to see that we have a nanny that drive an Escalade. They didn't get to see any of that. But now they get to see it all, and they call, and they know me better. And through virtualization, I am able to connect deeper, faster, quicker, with less human effort. And it's actually better, even though I'm working way less. I mean, way less. Because I do work one time, I shoot a video, and that video works for me 24/7. Thousands of people watching it, resonating or not resonating. The ones who resonate call me, answer some questions, credit card.
That's capitalizing. That's called an opportunity. Opportunities never lost, always seized by a few who are ready.
Right.
Let's talk a little bit about mindset. We talked about when you were an athlete, you had it. What kind of mindset does the new entrepreneur require to develop over a period of time to succeed in their particular endeavors? Could you touch just a little bit on what mindset really means and why it's important.
I think mindset, this is a classic point. And Shani, I love you. I'm going to share a story about my wife here. She's the best. You are the best, honey. She bought me this shirt. I'm wearing it for her. Okay? And one time, we have a life insurance policy. I almost got hit by a car. It's $1 million policy. I came home one day. This was when we were poor, making $40,000 a year. I said, Shani, I almost got hit today. I think I could have died. She didn't say much. I said, you just saw dollar signs, didn't you? And she responded with deep conviction and said, Mark, I believe you can make $1 million so fast. So she believed in me when I was broke, food stamp broke. Okay? Now I'm going to rip on her. This is, I think, mindset. When I was in Torture Town, calling these leads, no one ever called me. I mean, that was like, yeah, right. Okay, well, somebody calls me. My phone rings, and I hear it, and it's like, like a circus went off in my head, because my phone never rang. Well, somebody finally called me back, right? And some of you know what I'm talking about. And I get nervous, and I run over the phone, and my wife kind of gently, not cynically, but goes, ooh, somebody's actually calling you. And I turned to her and I said, don't you ever mock this business, because it's going to pay for every dream you've ever had. And that's mindset. See, there was a gravity of conviction where people could say what they wanted to, but my gravity was going to bring them into my orbit. I was not going into that orbit, right? And that's attraction. Point. And so you know what? Uncle Joe thinks you're in Amway or something. Well, who cares? If Uncle Joe's mediocrity holds you back, you're disqualified. Period. You just don't qualify. So I tell people with online, you don't have to talk to Uncle Joe. I don't talk to any of my uncles, aunts, brothers, cousins, nobody. No warm market of any kind. But my warm market sees new cars, sees family vacations, sees the stress kind of off the face, right? Sees my wife not working, getting a day off every week where she just goes manicure, facial, kids are at daycare. It's her chill day. Read her book, drink her coffee. They see this, and now it's almost constant. What exactly are you doing?
Curiosity, the most powerful motivator.
What exactly is going on? Check out my website. And my website does the work. I'm not going to sit there and, well, here's the plan and the chart and get all this stuff out. No way. So the e-preneur, entrepreneur, online, is able to virtualize the sales process and actually resonate deeper with their people and take the rejection. I don't like getting rejected any more than anybody else does. But you can create a system that is attraction-based, resonation-based, and the people that like it call, sign up.
Any last insight you want to give to any e-preneur, entrepreneur, infopreneur who's watching this insight who wants to live the good life?
I would say you can succeed. It's easier than you think, and it's harder than you think, right? Because there's an evolution. People want to snap to the Escalade, the 3-hour workday, the 6-figure income. They don't realize there's just a little rite of passage. And it's not that long. I've been in this game for about 14 months total. I'm at a 4-hour workday, and then I'm cutting it down. And I'm making more.
That is called the American dream.
Right. But there was a rite of passage, and a lot of people's rite of passage tolerance is 2 weeks. And you know this. People will join, they're out, they flake out. So I would say just give yourself the rite of passage. Give yourself the chance. You deserve it. The family deserves it. The kids. And what's at stake if you don't... What I learned from you, one of the top things, is you said, did you know what's at stake if you don't succeed? You miss out on the heart, the deepest dream. And your mantra is more heart than talent. People sell out their dreams. They're working at a job they hate, not providing things for their kids or opportunities or time. All these things, they sell out because they stopped the rite of passage.
Exactly.
They were afraid of the rite of passage.
Mark Hoverson, thank you very much for being in the Golden Mastermind Seminar studio today. And for anyone who wants to get a hold of Mark, all you have to do is look right down there. I endorse Mark Hoverson. He is an exceptional young man and someone you absolutely deserve to collaborate with.